Hello everyone, and welcome to the Minecraft Transit Railway tutorials. In this episode, we will set up some station facilities at our stations, such as ticket barriers, automatic platform gates, and station signage. First, we will talk about the fare system. Each player has a numerical value saved to the world scoreboard, representing the amount of money the player has. To check our balance, simply place down an inquiry processor and right-click it. As you can see, we have no money right now. To give ourselves some money, let's place down ticket machines and get some emeralds. Right-click the ticket machine to add value to our account. When we right-click the inquiry processor again, we can see that we no longer have $0. At the time of this video's release, the mod supports a zone-based fare system, where a train journey's fare depends on the zones of the entry and exit stations. The mod uses the following equation to calculate fares, which are automatically deducted from the player's balance. This equation is not configurable at the moment, but it could be changed in the future. In creative mode, players will be charged a concessionary fare, which is equal to half of the standard fare rounded up to the nearest integer. To change the zones of our stations, we have to edit the station in the railway dashboard. There's a field at the top right corner to configure the fare zone. Let's keep Desert Plains at Zone 0 and set South Sand Bay to Zone 1. Next, let's place down blocks to actually collect the fares from passengers. There are two options we can choose from: ticket processors and ticket barriers. The first option, ticket processors, are based on an honor system, where players must right-click the processors when entering and exiting stations. This is most often used on light rail systems in real life. The orange processor can only be used to begin a journey. The green processor can only be used to end a journey. The yellow processor can be used to both begin and end a journey. The second option, ticket barriers, are similar to turnstiles seen in subway stations. Players must walk through the entry barrier, colored orange at the bottom, to begin a journey. Similarly, players must walk through the exit barrier, colored green at the bottom, to end the journey. If a player begins a new journey without ending the previous one, or if the player walks through an exit barrier without starting a journey, a $500 fare evasion fine will be deducted. If a journey costs more than the starting balance, the player will have a negative balance when exiting. Keep in mind that players must have at least $0 to be able to begin a journey. Ticket processors and ticket barriers must be placed within the station area to function. Remember that we can always resize a station area in the railway dashboard. Next, we will talk about some useful platform facilities. The automatic platform gates and platform screen doors are designed to prevent players from falling onto the rails. Automatic platform gates are shorter than platform screen doors. They are both meant to be placed on platform blocks, which we already have at our stations. To use these blocks, we will need to figure out where the doorways are when the train arrives at the station. Use the item with the door section at the door locations of the trains. Then fill in the rest with the glass section item. sides of the platform, we can use the end section item to finish it off. We can right-click the transparent part of the glass sections with a brush to merge them. When merged, it will show the route map on the white sections. We can also right-click the white sections with a brush to change the arrow patterns, which should point in the direction where the trains will go. Another useful block is the Passenger Information Display System. It shows the estimated time of arrival for trains stopping at a platform. Place it at a platform as shown. If nothing shows up, make sure that it is close to the platform rail and check the depot schedule to make sure trains are arriving. Route signs can let players know where trains from a specific platform will go before actually walking over to the platform. To set up a route sign, right-click the white portion with a brush to choose a platform. Only platforms in the same station area as the route sign itself can be selected. We can also right-click the black portion to adjust the arrows. Finally, railway signs are very useful as they can be customized to guide passengers around our railway system. There are many sizes to choose from. The number indicates the number of tiles on the sign, and the odd and even orientation indicates if the whole sign takes up an odd or even number of blocks in the actual world. For example, if we have a hallway of 4 blocks wide, we can use signs with an even orientation to center it in the hallway. Experiment with different sizes and orientations to get a feel for which sign is needed for each situation. Railway signs can show different things on the front and the back of the sign. Right-click either face of the sign with a brush to edit it. In this example, we are editing a sign with a length of 5, meaning we have 5 tiles to work with. Click on Edit and select a tile to add it to that part of the sign. There are several special tiles, such as the platform and route tiles. Let's try to create a sign that points passengers to platform 2 at this station. We will also create 2 more signs at this station to point people to line 1 and to the exits. Finally, Here is a quick tip to add additional languages to our station or route names. We can separate different languages with a single pipe character, as shown. As you can see, the signs in our world have updated accordingly. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Minecraft Transit Railway tutorials. Today, we learned how to set up fare zones and fare collection systems, automatic platform gates and platform screen doors, and several types of signs. In the next episode, we will talk about adding your own content to the game. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you have any questions for me. I have put some useful links down in the description as well, so be sure to take a look at that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.